What's up? It's your boy Big G, back again with yet another one of my videos about my adventures or about my experience as being a correction officer. Now, my videos, I was on Rikers Island, but my videos pertain to any CO anywhere all around the world because sometimes maybe different states or different countries, but the criteria and the situations be the same. So, I just be talking from my perspective on Rikers Island because Rikers Island is one of the most notoriously known jails throughout the world and has its own reputation. Once again, before I get started, thank you all my subscribers for rocking with your boy. I done made 5,000 subscribers. I'm going to keep pushing. Make sure you share the videos. You let people know I'm out there. I'm going to get right into it. I'm gonna try to get in my bag right now because I just want to talk to people. Like I said, this page is strictly to prevent anyone from going to prison. It's not a good look. Now, here's the thing. People need to realize when you go to jail, your life is in a corrections officer's hand. They determine whether you eat, whether you get toilet tissue, whether you go your visit, your mail, everything is controlled by a correction officer. Now, if you're one of them high-strung individuals like, listen, F the police, I don't like law enforcement, I'm going to give them hell, this and that, then you're going to have a rough go if you come into prison. You know what I'm saying? Because there's officers there that do have chips on their shoulder. There are officers there that did get bullied when they was in high school, and now it's their time to get their revenge on people like you that probably wouldn't say nothing to you in the street. But now they have the power to rock out and make your life miserable. So I'm not telling you get in jail and kiss the officers behind. But the odds are really stacked against you. So, I don't know how you going to handle yourself if you're one of them high-strung individuals that's mouthy and don't take ish from nobody and stuff like that. Because this is different. This is not that. You may stand your ground once or twice or whatever, but in the end, the officer is going to win, bro. They're going to win. They're going to line you up some kind of way. They're going to mess with your commissary. They're going to mess with your visit. They're going to come and they're going to ransack your cell and make your life miserable. I knew of a female officer that a lot of inmates hated. They hated her. Not only did she do everything by the book, she overly did everything by the book. When she came to search herself, she picked out inmates specifically that had legal paperwork stacked up, going back and forth to court for trial and stuff like that. And she would purposely call a squad, have them stand outside the individual's cell. He would go out there with his mattress, she'll go through the whole routine. He's staying there holding his mattress outside his cell. She'll get the metal detector, go into his mattress, act like something beeping his mattress, get his mattress cut up, didn't give him a new one, go in there, take the pictures off his wall of his family, of his kids, rip them up, throw them in the hallway, take his legal paperwork, throw milk on it, throw it in the hallway. I mean, she overly did her job, and as an officer, we had to stand by and watch her create a more hostile environment than what it is just because you want to get at an inmate. So one particular time in our housing area, inmates got to fighting. They was thumping, they was jumping at a particular inmate. And she stopped and prevented the beat officer, because she controls the buttons to buzz you in and buzz you out, from going over there intervening. So meanwhile, this inmate is getting poked up. They poking him up with a homemade shank, and blood is everywhere. And she would not let this other officer go in. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Let me back up. The reason why she didn't get in trouble is for one thing. In the academy, they tell you sometimes to get at you, inmates will stage a fake fight. They'll stage a fake fight knowing that the officer is going to come running in there, and then when the officer get in there, they turn on the officer and beat the officer ass or do what they're going to do to the officer. So that was her excuse for not letting the other officer go in there. Now, technically speaking, as a correction officer, all I'm really supposed to do, if inmates get to fighting and all that, I'm not supposed to run in there, break it up, and do all that. I'm not supposed to do all that. I'm supposed to look back, blow my whistle, or give command, stop fighting, cease fighting, and the inmates are supposed to comply. Now, think about it. You out there, you in a fight with somebody. They trying to take your head off. And you got an officer standing back blowing some goddamn whistle talking about stop fighting. This dude trying to take your head off. He poking, stabbing, y'all going at it. And you got an officer there that's saying stop fighting. Right? Now, officers are supposed to observe. Inmate in the blue shirt, beat up inmate in the white shirt, inmate in the brown shirt, kick inmate with the green shirt. So that later on, when help arrives in the house area, when help arrives, that's when all the break up and this, that, because now the officer's not vulnerable. You know, inmates do that. They do that. But in this particular case, because this one officer was really overzealous with doing her duties, 9 times out of 10, she kind of like probably had a hand in that inmate getting poked up and beat up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is why I keep stressing. You could be Tough Tony all in the street. You could be in your bag doing your thing, laying Negroes down and Killer John all in the street. You come in there, you at the mercy of that department. One way or another, they're going to get you. You could knock out 50 officers. That 51st officer is going to put you down. And you're locked in there. Unless you come with some kind of escape orders, you got to comply. Call it what you said. You can say you run to jail, you did this, you did that. Listen, I know. I done seen cats. I done seen cats Tough Tony on the street. I seen them come in, tried into jail, and get humbled real quick. Then I see you in the street and you sitting there telling them lies about how you did this and you had the CO on pressure and you had the house on smash. You knocked out 20 niggas. Yeah, Negroes. Yeah. I just look because you know I know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not the same. So in particular, and I keep telling dudes, when you go to jail, you're at the mercy of the department, of that CO. She may come in mad today or at her man, or he might have a bad day with his wife or something like that, or, you know, respectfully, a female, sometimes they get aggy when they got their menstrual cycle, and then you pick the wrong day to be telling her that she an ugly bee in the street that ain't nobody would want to mess with her. You know, only reason you getting playing here is because we starving and we ain't have sex with women in years. That's the wrong day to tell a female that sometimes. But that's what inmates do. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that male or female correction officer got your life in his hand. You get mail, throw that mail in the garbage. You get a visit, don't call you down on that visit. You understand what I'm saying? I keep telling inmates, one bacon, egg, and cheese given to the proper gang member or leader of the house, that's your ass. That's your ass. One cigarette and a hit could be put out on you throughout the jail. You can't go nowhere. I'm letting you know. So I just want you to be in that mindset not to get locked up. But if you do, learn how to control beef with the inmates. I give you, you got to survive. You got to do that. But you start beefing and doing that to certain officers, that's because the mentality of some of these officers, even though they know she wrong, the only good inmate is a dead one. Some of them really take this badge to heart like that. Like they life circle around being a CO. And you are inmate, I don't care if you get out, you really got money, you really, you just messed up, wrong place, wrong time, and end up being incarcerated. Their judgment of you is this: you're done. I don't care why you're here. You're here. And you ain't ish. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mentality of some of these correction officers that be on this job. Some of them are inhumane. Some of them are humane and have empathy and sympathy for certain individuals' story. You got to be human. You know what I'm saying? My take was, I didn't put you here, bro. I didn't put you here. However you got caught, whatever, you should have went left, right, whatever, you're here now. I'm going to try to do my job the best of my abilities to make sure you're all right. That's what care, custody, control is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I went on a hospital run. A hospital run is when an inmate is ill or sick and need to get treated outside of the jail. 9 times out of 10 in New York, they go to this hospital called Bellevue. Or in Queens, they go to Elmhurst. You know. So me and my partner, I'm a rookie. I'm relatively new on the job. We take this inmate to the hospital. Basically, no, let me reframe. We didn't take him. He was already in the hospital. He was damn near on his deathbed, but he didn't die. They was treating him. So we had shifts. Like there was an officer there from last night that was waiting for us to come relieve him. So me and my partner went there and relieved him. So we sit there, right? And like I said, the inmate is wilding. He talking about, you know, he got a mean lawyer. He gonna beat the charges and everything. Meanwhile, half the time he got tubes down his mouth. Half the time they got to take him out to feed him and all kind of craziness, you know. And from what we heard was, he was in jail for a double homicide. Like he had killed 2 people. So me and my partner sitting there, my partner really had a disdain. He really didn't like this individual, and the young man was nothing but 22 years old, talking wild-ish about when he get out. And I'm thinking, double homicide, bro. I mean, you must have a mean lawyer, mean alibi, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And we're sitting there. Our job is to sit there, basically, to see if he's going to pass away on our tour. He handcuffed to the bed, and we sitting there. So now, our day went by. We left. The reliefs came. Boom. Had the same detail the next day. So I go in there. Now, he not so lively no more. He got tubes down his throat. His machine is beep, beep, beep. And he just, I don't know. He's not dead, but they say he's gone. They said all his organs are failing. The nurse even came in, looked at the medication that he was getting and said, why are we wasting good medication on this dude? He's not going to make it. Like, I guess they knew. So me and my partner sitting there, and we sitting there, and then it happened. He flatlined. The young man passed away, right? And then the nurses came in there. They came in there, and then guess what? Beep, beep. He came back. So this was going on for about, a couple of hours. You know what I'm saying? So now it came to the time where he flatlined again. So I'm looking over at my partner, which, veteran, been there, like I said, I was a rookie. So he's leaning toward, and he has a mean, angry face looking at this individual. And I'm looking at him like, okay, he's an inmate. He did wrong. Yeah, he killed 2 people. That was his decision. That's the decision he made. Right now, he's gone. He's passing away. He's no longer going to be nothing, no menace, no nothing. And my partner's sitting there, and he's looking, right? So finally, they came. The inmate passed away, because we got to stay there until they really pronounce the inmate dead. So he's sitting there, and my partner, he's screw facing, and he's like he'll be mad if the inmate came back again. This young man is fighting for his life no matter what he did. His body, I guess, he's fighting because, you want, certain individuals, like, I don't wish death on nobody. So this young man is fighting for his life, and my partner is sitting there with the screw face, like he better not come back, right? So after we went through the whole thing and the doctor pronounced the young man dead, we had to call back to the facility, let him know, send up transportation because, the inmate expired. So I'm looking over and I'm looking at my partner, and he looks at me. I said, yo, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the young man passed away, blah, blah, blah. He said, yo, I'm mad. I said, what you mad at? He said, he beat those charges. I just looked at him, shook my head. It's your boy, Big G. I got more stories to come, and I'm out.